Good morning, Chris. Lisa. Monday morning, right? Monday morning, guys. Good morning, Betsy Lou. Good morning. I was almost going to run late. I've been up plenty of time, but I got busy on my little list here. Good morning, guys. A lot of my names that got smeared, I couldn't really read them. So I tried to redo it, and I was about to run out of time here. Morning, Roddy. Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning, Linda. Deborah Barnes, good morning. Deborah's been up a long time. Got a message from her already this morning. Steve and Susan are up going. Good morning to them. Thomas is up and going. Got a message from him. So everybody's up going. That normal guys that holler at me early. And got a sweet little message from Karen. I think it must have come in last night, but it was really nice. I already answered it this morning. Good morning there, Betsy Lou and Carla Kay. Good morning. I was up to about midnight last night. It wasn't a big deal. G and I watched the Super Bowl, and she didn't feel good last night. Anyway, she finally went to bed, and I watched a little bit of TV, talked on the phone a little bit, and almost 70 there. Same here today. Yeah, we're gonna be this whole week. We're gonna be pushing the 70s this week. We sure are. During the day, and I think 50s at night. And I think when I got up this morning, it's 57. Awesome weather. Bill, good morning. Good morning. Deborah Barnes, you think it is? I think Carol Cardacey sent me this ad. I think. I'm not for sure. I've got several different people. I was going to wear my blue vest so it would match. I'm kind of a color-coded guy. But I stepped out on the porch and said, I don't really need my vest this morning. But I could put a darker hat on for this black shirt. Yeah, sorry. Just PawPaw. Good morning, Dot. And, Carla. Carla sent me a sweet little video, and I showed it to G, and we both just really, she got a little young man I sang happy birthday to the other day. And she was letting it play for him, and he was so excited. And maybe kind of teary-eyed. Yeah. Good morning, Betsy. I look dapper. Thanks so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, G and I, that's so sweet. She may be a biter, but she got a good kid. I don't know how he survived. Good morning, Dot. I know it's Monday, Dot. You're out there rolling, ain't you? You're already rolling this morning. Probably in the snow. Kimmy, good morning to you. Good morning. Some of you guys are still up there in that cold snow. I got some messages last night about, it's 0 degrees here and minus there, snow here. And I said, oh, Lord, that stuff it don't go away, does it? Oh, Buster, you scared the kiddies. I'm out there in the open range this morning, and the little kiddies come in here with me. They're at the door open, just kind of kicked back. And they decided to come in to visit. You ought to see G's flower on the front porch. She has decided. She called Bree last night, or yesterday. She said, Bree, you want them flowers? I got them big flowers. She says, the cats, I'm afraid the cat's going to tear them up. And she said, I love my kitties. Love her little cats. So she got to give up something. She said, I'm going to give up the flowers. So Bree said, yeah, I'll come get them. So she'll go come get some flowers today. But we was gone yesterday, over to the little birthday party at Tata's and Rob's for G and Ellie's birthday cake. And the cats played on the porch, I guess, the whole time we're gone. And her flowers on the porch, they showed it. We got home, they showed it. uh, Good morning, Peggy Urban. Good morning. Stephanie, good morning. Deborah Barnes, good morning. Julie, good morning. Dana, good morning. Spencer, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Jennifer, good morning. Yeah, there we go. Vera, is Vera on here? There we go. There we go. I don't want to. I have to be nice to Vera. I get in trouble. I get in trouble with her. Me and poor sweet Thomas both get in trouble with her. If we say anything about Ronnie, we get in trouble. Kathy, good morning. Janet, it's Monday morning, guys. Monday morning starts a whole week, another week. It's okay. All the weeks the same to me. Monday, Friday, don't matter. When you retire, you can be like that. You can be like that. Amy, good morning. Janet, good morning. Yeah, Sue's back out of the hospital. I think as far as I know, she's doing real well. You want to say good morning? You want to say good morning to him? Get out of here, then. Get out of here, cat. They come in here and want to mess with me, then I pick them up. He, let me down, let me down. Me and Larry getting our camping trip put together. Either this week or next. I've got several projects I'm trying to knock out this week. Tell you a little bit about them. Yeah, Ronnie's got some big appointments today, doctorate appointments. So keep Ronnie in your prayers, guys. He got to go see a regular doctor about the regular stuff, and then he has to go see his urologist, I think, and check up on all that kind of stuff. So keep him in your prayers. I don't worry about him when he goes to see his I don't call it what Thomas calls him. What's the right way? His chiropractor. Well, that's what Thomas said, but because he massages Ronnie. You know, he's the one that's got the ropes. Yeah, kind of scary. But he don't have to see him today. He'll probably need him tomorrow. Jenny, what? You had a shock. You look in the mirror. What happened, baby? I have a shock every morning. I look at, oh Lord, what can I do with that? Nothing. Good morning, Lisa. Yeah, chiropractor. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what you say it. Chiropractor. How you say it? If I don't speak proper, I ain't gonna change. I ain't. And that may not be a right word either. I ain't. But I ain't gonna change. That's the way I was taught at Plum Grove Elementary. And that stuck with me. Good morning, mans. Get this coffee poured up here. If I get enough coffee in me, I'll be ready to go. All I got to do is 4 or 5 cups in me. I will have to go. Probably have to go out the door. Yeah, I want to tell you some things I want to do this week. And I want to thank y'all. I truly do want to thank you for the good comments we got off making that little generator video. I'm giving it to Dustin for a housewarming. Seriously, they need one. And I'm going to give it to him. And this week, I'm going to put together a tricycle. One of them electric tricycle. And I'm sending one up to give it to Rob's daddy. He's got bad legs. He don't get around good. And it'd be great for him going to get the mail and stuff, you know, just pottering around this farm there. And so when they go on their vacation next week, they're going to take it. They're going to go to Cancun first. But they're going to come by and get the bike chain it all up, lock it all up in the back of the truck, and they can put it in storage, the truck. One of these gated places when they fly out to go to Cancun. Then when they come back, they're going to just go straight to Uvalde and drop that bike off. So it's going to be awesome for him. So I'm going to put one together this week. So I hope y'all have some good comments for it. But besides that kind of stuff, I got to build this little ramp or this little platform for our goats. They're about to tear the little metal ones down. They get up there fighting on it, and they wrestling and fighting. And in time, the little old metal brackets start working loose. So I'm going to build a better one out there for that. I've got to rework my old chicken house out in the back. Herman, the bigger of the little roosters, the bigger one, keeps beating up little Pee-wee and little Pecker. He beats them up. And he's going to be moved, and I'm going to move him. Now I have 5, I think, big chickens that I hatched off myself. And I'll move him with those out there. And that'll give Jill some good crowing. Hearing a rooster crowing in the mornings, that she'll love that. But I can take care of them out there, and they'll stop that fighting. And right now he can't hurt them. He ain't got spurs and stuff, but eventually he will. He'll eventually hurt them. But he chases them, and they're little. And if they'd team up, them 2 little ones would team up on him, double team him. Well, good. All right, now this time you want up here, and a while ago you wanted down. Go ahead, go over with Buster there. Go over. Get over with Buster there. Yeah, go over with Buster and Woody. Yeah. Oh, he loves Woody. He loves Woody. Woody said, no, not this too early. Get back. No, not this. It's too early for that. I ain't had coffee. But he does love Woody. Good morning, Don. Yeah, Dustin, we'll have some chickens. I'm going to give those 5 big hens over there. It's going to grow up to be big, and I'm going to give them Herman. And yeah, I may slip over and get an egg or 2. They're at school. They're all at work. How would they know if maybe one day they only got 1 egg? Who would know? If PawPaw got the other 4. No, they'll be over there, and they'll have access to them, and I'll go over. I'll feed them every day and stuff like that, unless they want to. Then that's fine too. But I'll take care of them. Good morning, Jan. Jill Bridgers. Good morning. Thank you there, Don. The blue hat looks great on me. Look dapper. Ronnie, I look dapper. That makes him angry. Every time somebody says I look dapper. Mojo, good morning. I got to go to the feed store one day this week. I think I got enough feed for another day or 2. Then I'm going to go down and load up again. If this weather continues like this, then eventually I can start kind of slacking back, because they're not eating their hay near as fast as they was. But we don't have no grass yet either, though. So Dustin has a chicken run. My old chicken house over has a chicken run on it. It sure does. So they're in business. And I'm pretty sure when they get moved in, we will be probably taking down the old goat house, because they want to come out of the back of their bedroom with a master bathroom, and it's going to almost bump into that old shed, that old goat house. And I told him, I said, look, we can take it down. Anytime you're ready, we take it down. We can move it back, or we can move it, make a new one. I'd rather just build a new one. There's only like 3 goats and Gidget in there, and sometimes Ivan. And so it ain't got to be real big, but so we can build a new one back behind that, and they can expand their backyard, take it in that add-on, So that'll work out pretty good for them. He worked over there Saturday And yesterday come before the party and then after the party and worked over there. And Carly worked with him because he's upstairs painting. And that's going to be Carly and them's room and she wanted to help paint. I can imagine. I can imagine. I don't know how much she got done. But we had Coda Bear last night. She spent the night with us. Yeah, she spent the night with us. She's a sweetheart. And then little Cassidy's here this morning. Woody, what's the matter? Woody's trying to escape. Woody's trying to escape. Poor Woody. Amen to that. Good morning. What? What? Oh, these little cats. They're cute as they can be. They're sweet. But they can get into more trouble with G. They don't want to come in the house. Now you open the front door and they'll run in, they'll look, and they run right back out. They don't want to stay in. Monty, why don't you just go on, Monty? You just proudly. Yeah, Dot's a sweet person. Yeah, Kitten's in the camper. The only why I'm in here with them. When I go out, they're going out. Somebody about goslings. I don't. Bria's not got the eggs yet. I've got my incubator going. It's actually going. It's running right now. It's ready for eggs. And she says, "Oh, you got Renee had a birthday last week. Hang on, find my pen. Find my pen here, Renee. I'm gonna sing to you today. Hang on." All right, Renee. You're on the singing list, baby. Get your band-aids ready. She has not been able to get the eggs from that goose. She says every time she gets close, he wants to attack her. So, but we will. We're working out a plan. If all three of them come off the nest, and I'm going to kind of, run interference to them, and she's going to grab the eggs. Oh, Sarah's got a birthday. Hang on, Sarah. Same way to you. Someone said get the bite guards ready. Sarah. Good friend of mine named Sarah. Her and her husband Bob. They moved down to Keywood. Bob got in bad health. They moved. But I drink coffee with them almost, not every morning, probably 2 or 3 days a week. I didn't go by and have coffee and donuts with them. I furnished the donuts. I did. We were good friends. And had some good visits. Just sat there around the table. They were retired. I was retired from teaching, but I was still driving a bus. And on my way out of town, I'd stop by the donut shop, and get some donuts or kolaches. I love kolaches. He'd go by there and have coffee. 2 or 3 days a week. Had a good time. Miss Sarah. Oh, Jennifer's got a birthday? Yep. Jennifer? Y'all in for a treat this Monday morning. Monday. I can't hardly talk, much less think. Yeah. All right. Birdies, praying for your knees. Oh, Lord, yes. Stephanie, yeah, we got Stephanie. I'll put Bernie's on our list. Yeah, I got Stephanie on our prayer list. I'll put Bernie's on here in just a minute. About the escapade with Dan and Lester in that canoe. Well, I ain't never getting another boat with them. The boys dangerous. They dangerous. Somebody's having surgery on Wednesday. I didn't see the name. Okay. Jennifer's 53 today. Well, that's a child. Deanne, you having surgery? Are you the one having surgery? Deanne? Was it Deanne? Yeah, Diane. Okay, Diane. Diane's having surgery on Thursday. I love you too, Margaret. Thank you. It's very sweet. Switch. Look how neat. Look how neat I'm making my list. But so many names are smudged I couldn't get all of them back on here. Diane, yeah. Okay. I got you. Praying for Diane. Oh, Jill is having, Jill Bridges, another Jill. Okay. Praying for her too. Having surgery. That story about us in the boat, now you'll get 3 versions, you know, it depends on who you're talking to. They're not honest, and I am. It all started, the river was up, and it's cold. It was January or the Christmas break, you know, one year. But it had a lot of heavy rains, and the river was up high and swift. And we thought it'd be a great time, to, like a safari, you know, on the river, about 3 or 4 miles downstream from the bridge to here. And we'd put into the bridge, come down back of our property, no problem. And so Daniel and Lester and I and my little pug, little Milo, went. And we're doing good. Lester's in the back. He'll deny it, but he's wearing a hoodie. And why you wear a hoodie on the water? I don't know, but anyway, he's wearing a hoodie. And we come around a bend. There's an old snag sticking up out of the water, you know, at a kind of a 45-degree angle. As we went by it, it caught that hoodie. But instead of Lester sacrificing himself, saving us, he could have jumped out, but he didn't. Well, the boat then makes us like that and flips over. We're all in the river. It's cold. The boat's going downstream fast. My little dog going downstream fast. Paddles. They swim to the bank. And they're over huddled up like 2 little girls. Their little hands in their, down in their pants. What that's supposed to be doing. But that's supposed to be kept no more. And they're jumping up and down. We're cold, Daddy, we're cold. Well, Daddy's trying to save his little dog. You know, I'm responsible. So I'm swimming down. I swim pretty good then. I'm hooking them down that river. I catch the rope off the boat. Catch the little dog about the same time. So here I've got to hold on to the boat, one arm, the little dog here, and slowly working my way to the bank, and I was able to get the paddles as I go. And I get out probably 100 yards downstream. I walk back up the bank, pulling the rope, boat, and they're up there. Build a fire, Daddy, build a fire. I'm soaking wet. It's been raining, the grass, the leaves, everything's soaking wet. No matches. We're gonna rub sticks. My marine training kicks in. I said, get back to the boat. Body heat will warm us up. Start paddling, we'll paddle hard. And it did. And we almost dried out. About another mile or 2 was warming up. Then we come to a log. We had to get out portage. Is that it? Portage? Around the log. Pull the boat over. They got back in, within they change seating. They put me in that little front seat, which is kind of like a cockpit. And my knees don't work good. Thank you there. Thank you so much, Bernice. Appreciate you, sweetie. My knees don't work good, so I'm trying to get up in that little cockpit and sit down gently, but I can't. So I kind of flopped. And when I did, they're not trying to balance nothing, so the boat flips again. We're soaking wet again. Well, this time we didn't have time to warm back up. We had to paddle hard to get to the back of our property, and they want to jump out and run home, get hot showers and whatever, and leave my boat with me down on the bank and my little dog. No. Y'all carry the boat. Y'all big, strong boys. Y'all carry the boat. So we come out across that old big open field, that wind blowing about 40 miles an hour. It's about 30 degrees, so I don't know what the windshield was, but it was cold. We got home with all black and blue. We're not black, we're blue. Yeah. And you get down and sit down in a hot tub of water, it's like needles going through you. But we survived. But I ain't going with them no more. That's it. Well, Marty said, I don't know. I don't have a list of members, sweetie. They send me a number. They don't send me a name. I wish I had a name list. I really do. I don't know if I can get one. I can't find it nowhere on there. But anyway, thank you so much, sweetie. Good morning, Julie. True story. Now they'll have different versions. Don, you steadily still keep coughing. I don't know, maybe it's allergies. You know, I've done that before. It was allergies. But I also tell you something else. I started coughing. They'd put me on a blood pressure man. I'd never had blood pressure problems in my life. And I go and one of my appointments, you know, and they do all that stuff. He said, well, we're going to put you on this real low dose blood pressure, man. Your blood pressure's a little bit high. So, well, you give me a few minutes to check it. It won't be high. So one of y'all do it when I first come in, you know, and I'm walking and whatever. Anyway, I started taking stuff and I started coughing. I can't remember the name of that stuff, but I started coughing. I'd cough day and night. Just a cough, a dry cough. And I was talking to someone, and they said they was on this stuff, and that made them cough. So I researched it, and sure enough, that was one of the side effects. So I go back and I said, I don't, yeah, there you go. Lisinopril or whatever you call it. That's what it was. I said, I can't take it, so I cough. She said, oh yeah, it makes some people cough. Well, why give me that stuff? So now I'm on losartan, I think, real low dose, and it don't cause no problems. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Super Catali, whatever it's But yeah, it did. It made me cough. But now it's. But get that checked. If you're coughing for 2 months in a row, you know, and it's just you're not sick, you might get it checked. Allergies to that stuff sometimes. There's different things we're allergic to. Sneezing and coughing. If I ever start sneezing on here, I'm going to just cut it off because I can't stop. G and I went into a store, I don't know, it was a McDonald's or wherever, Jack in the Box or something, I don't know. And we pull in, she tell me the whole what we want, and I'm telling okay. The lady says, can I help you or whatever they say, you know. And I started sneezing. I said, oh Lord. And I tried to tell her, and I sneezed again. So finally, I sat back, and she leans over and starts telling her what we want. And I'm sneezing the whole time. I started sneezing, it's hard to quit. Cold weather plays the asthma? I bet it does. Right, you got to cure that cough. Yeah, I bet so. Choke me there. portage. How did I say it? Did I just say it right? I can't believe I said something wrong. I mispronounced something. I can't believe that. I thought it was portage, where you portage something around. Boy, it was close enough. It was close enough. We had a great fish fry yesterday, Betsy Lee. We did. Rob cooked he fried catfish and shrimp and oysters. I don't think nobody, Rob likes raw oysters, but I don't think nobody else did. I don't eat oysters. I have eaten them fried before. My dad liked oysters. But G likes fried oysters. But I like shrimp, and the shrimp was fresh shrimp. Him and Dan peeled them right there. It's fresh. They peeled them out right there. And I was telling the story yesterday when I was building houses back 100 years ago down on the coast, building beach homes. On my way home one day, we come through. It may have been Kemah. It's like a fishing port, little town. All these fishing boats, shrimp boats, they lined up forever. And almost at the end of every pier, there'd be a place they selling fresh fish. And fresh shrimp, and I stopped, and I mean, it's right at the end of the pier where they bring them off that boat. And I bought several pounds, and I come home, hey, gee, look what I got, you know? So me and her got out in the yard, we started tubbing, and they started peeling them shrimp. Within minutes, her hands began to swell up. And then anywhere she touched herself, it'd be a big whip, like a red mark or what. And then her eyes started sweating. And it scared us to death. So we jumped in the car and we took off to the doctor. Called. And got in there, and he's looking at her. He said, well, what was you doing when this happened? She said, well, it was fixing some shrimp. He said, what do you mean fixing? She said, well, it was shelling some fresh shrimp. He said, well, you're allergic to them. Well, we eat shrimp all our life, but that's different. Eating them and peeling them. Yeah, them fresh ones will get you. If you're allergic. I wasn't allergic to them. I ain't allergic to much anything. Well, Roddy, I'm allergic to him. Have a great day, Christine. You got to go. You have a good day, sweetie. It's Monday. Just remember, it's Monday. You got 4 more of them before the weekend. I love shrimp. I love them. Anyway, it was a great dinner, and they had a salad and stuff like that. And then French fries and all that stuff. And then for the cake for G's birthday, and L.E. come for his birthday. They share the same birthday cakes usually. So L.E. come, and there was 2 big old pound cakes, side by side with candles on each one of them. And in the same big dish deal. So they both blow candles together, and then Daniel, he loves pound cake. He said this was manna, what they fed the Israelites. He said it had to be manna. He said, I love this stuff. But and they'd made some of this here topping, I guess you call it, out of Cool Whip and strawberries all, blended together. Oh, it's delicious and real cold, chilled, delicious stuff. It was a good time. We had a good time. Julie had a problem 2 years ago with her face. You must have been allergic to something, sweetie, whatever you was doing that day. Yeah, whatever you was doing. But it was a good dinner. We had a good time. Dot's making French toast this morning. I like French toast. It's good. Ronnie has gained a lot of weight. I was on the phone with him, and he laid up there in that big Cheeto bag in each hand. I don't know why I'm gaining so much weight. Well, Ronnie, look in your hands. He's got Cheeto dust all over his face. I mean, that's what Thomas calls Cheeto dust, just all over. Where you just like y'all seen Ivan eat cookies? That's the way Ronnie eats Cheetos. Just shoves them in, and then he wonders why he's gaining so much weight. I try to be helpful to him. I try to, encourage him best I can. Oh, beans and cornbread. I am going to do beans. I was going to do them this weekend and didn't get to it. I'm going to do beans one day this week. I sure am. I've got some beans in the gifts and stuff on Saturday, and I'm going to try them out. Throw me a ham hock in there and some jalapeno peppers. Whew, it's going to be good. Poor Ronnie. Got to quit picking on him. Oh, Lord. Betsy Lou's going to get on us too now. Barry, stop lying. Barry, I only repeated what Thomas told me. It's Thomas's fault. I do like the crunchy ones. I don't like them old puffs. Like, seriously, that Ronnie eats some old puffs. I don't care for them. I like the little crunchy ones. Jill eats a small pack of donuts. Have you ever tried them little white ones, the little powdered ones? If you can get them fresh. Sometimes you go in a little store, you buy a little package of little donuts, and they may have been there a day or two, and they already dried out. They tough to eat. You got to wet them down almost. Yeah, icy sugar everywhere. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. And then you lick at your fingers, get it off your fingers. Dot, I'm going to put that's another project I'm working on this week. I may start the hay feeder. Dot sent me a hay feeder, guys, and it come in a box, big box. It's all metal. And so I had to send her a message. Dot, I don't know what this is. There's no picture, no directions, just a box full of these parts. So she sends me the picture. So if you send me something that it ain't got a picture, I'm up the creek. I'm going to put it together this week because they're ready for it. I got a lot of projects this week. I truly do. I got a lot of stuff I want to get done this week. Got to get caught up. G loves cream horns. If you bring her a package of cream horns, she's probably going to eat every one of them before she stops. She's addicted to them. The only kind of donuts I really like, is just regular old plain glazed donuts. And when I go to the feed store, they force me to take one. They force me, maybe two. But I've got to the point now, I bow up. So I ain't taking two. You can't make me. I could get Kim. Kim's got some projects going too. In fact, I got to call Kim. Excuse me. I got one of my projects this year, not today, thank goodness. I got a bunch of old lumber, never been used, but I've accumulated over time out there in my old barn, and we want to take that old barn down eventually. We just have so many things ahead of it. You got to kind of prioritize, you know the word, you know what I'm saying, stuff in order that you need to get it done. And that's at the back of the list. It keeps kind of getting shoved back. But I got a pile of stuff in there. She needs to come and go through one day, and what she can use, take it, and what she can't, leave it. But eventually that old barn comes down and it ain't been used. It'll probably go, and I don't have a use for it. I don't know where I'm going to store it. I'll store it somewhere, because it's not treated stuff, so it has to be underneath a shed. Out in my old trailer out there, I got all kinds of treated stuff. It don't hurt it. Sandy's having pot roast. I love pot roast. The old barn is older than me, probably. Seriously. It's all the old wood in it's really just dry rotted. It was an old chicken barn that I can remember, I guess, all my life. And they raised chickens. It was a big old long barn. And then they went out of business, whatever, moved away, whatever. Then a friend of mine uh, bought it, bought just for the property for it, like an investment. It wasn't a friend of mine at the time, but we become friends. And when I was working at the sheriff's office, and a friend of mine and I wanted to lease that pasture and put some calves on it. We'd bought some calves. And so I contacted the guy. He said, yeah, you can lease. He said, if anybody's interested in that old barn, I'd like to get that old barn removed. Whoa, you know. It was a long chicken barn. I thought we might could use some of the parts, but we could also use it for a time being with those calves, in which we did. But eventually, when we sold the calves, we kept them for a certain length of time, then we sold them, resold them. We started to take the old barn down. He took part of it and built like a shop. G's dad took part of it and built a feed room at their store, a little building for feed. And I brought the rest of it home. And my dad used some of it, and I built that old barn out here out of some of it. So yeah, it's been around a long time, and the old wood's dry rotted, and I'm afraid to put anybody up on the roof, work on the roof. It's too, so it needs to come down. And the old metal's really rusted. It's about to rust through. It's just bad shape. I don't think it'd be renovated. I think it's too far gone. When that old wood gets like that, it's dry rotting and stuff, you have to take the whole roof off, and then you really ain't got a whole lot left. The old frame's not that good either. It's old too. And it's not a danger of falling in. It's not a danger, but it's just gonna, every time you have a storm, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. So anyway, that's something to be done later on. That'll be something one day we'll get to it. And come back, build like a smaller, more enclosed barn, shed, something like that for the cows to get under when they want to. It's that old barn at the back, Brenda. That old barn. And it's got damage, storm damage done to it. But like I say, you can't put nobody up on the roof. I'm afraid the roof would come in with them. You know, kind of like that carport did with Ben. He fell through the roof on that carport. All right. Let's get on with our songs and our prayers, guys. We got a lot of folks on here. Atari. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story, and it's not funny because I see Ronnie talking about it. Ronnie gained a little weight, and his pants. Him and Jimmy was gonna go somewhere, and his pants didn't want to button up. I've been there. So you suck it in all you can. So Ronnie took a little string, probably hay string, that's what I would have used. Ouch! Sorry. He climbed up my side. Monty climbed up my side. And anyway, tied him with hay string, or string. And I'm guessing it was hay string. Monty, I got my coffee right there. There's my coffee right there. You'll not get by my coffee. No, sir. So anyway, yeah, I've been there, Ronnie. Been there, buddy. But you can make suspenders out of that hay string too. That'd work. Okay. Let's go over our list real quick, guys. I don't want to run out of time. Sometimes we go too long and we all of a sudden won't get everybody in here. The prayer list. If you're not on here, I left you off. It wasn't on purpose. There were some names so smudged I couldn't see them. It's Deanne, Atari, Larry, Fabian. Yeah, Monty, I hear you. Susan, Derek, Gabe, Cynthia, Keenan, Doris, Vienna, Mike, Bob, Spencer, Dorothy, Reba, Amy, Pam. Boy, I'm going right down there. Cheryl, Charlotte, Cookie, Nina, Leanne, Shelley, Wendy, Pamela, Justin, and Debbie, I think. I think it's Debbie. I done smudged that one. Probably Monty's fault. Okay, we're going to do the birthday song. Hang on. Tracy, Josephine, Jill, and Lester, Michelle, Michael, Renee, Sandra, David, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Deborah, Jay Lee, Fran, George, Diane, and Jill. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Keep those in your prayers. Anyone else that may be a little bit sick or needs prayer. Then our pets. Do our pets real quick. Tom, Bo, Baby, Buster, Haley, Cooper, Penny, Roxy, Max, Hank, and Ritz. And if you're new on here, you probably say, well, are they praying for a bunch of pets? We do. We do. Because prayer is what brought old Ivan back. Ivan didn't have no chance, they said. And all you folks started praying for him. And one lady went to church, asked her church to pray Ivan the donkey. They probably thought, oh, Lord, what's our church coming to? But they did. They did. And he made a recovery, and now he is an ass. Last night I go out to let him in on the hay. I closed him off here today. He started shoving me toward the gate, pushed me in the back, and I come up this wall, which was zippy, about 15 to 1,600 pound cow. I don't want to move, and I'm stuck up to her, and he's shoving. And I said, somebody got to stop this stuff. She finally moved. I was able to get by and open the gate, and he goes on in. He's just an ass. All right, 22nd, Athena, you remind us going to come 22nd. We'll sing to you too. Here we go, the song, okay? Get the Band-Aids out, mouthpieces in. We're ready. I got 3 people. I got Jennifer, Sarah, and Renee. Anybody else? All right. Laurie, I'll put you on the list. She's got pneumonia. Laurie on our list, okay? Remember Laurie, guys. I'll write that down in 1 second, Laurie. I got you, sweetie. Okay, here we go with the birthdays. Somebody's having a baby today. I didn't see the name. Okay, here we go. Hold on to that name just for a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Don't bite me. I can't go home with bite marks there. Happy birthday, Renee, Sarah, and Jennifer. Happy birthday to you. That pretty good or what? Oh, cha, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put Laurie on this list over here. Yeah, they're trying to get me bit up, and I cannot go home with bite marks. That ain't going to happen. We got you, Laurie. Got you on our list. All right. And whoever was having that baby today. Yeah, many more. Yeah, Lester can go on forever with different things. The little rhyme works. You just nibble? All right, nibble is okay. Yeah, nibble is okay. Pot roast for breakfast. Diane, I've never had pot roast for breakfast. I bet it's good. I bet pot roast is good anytime. All right, I'm guessing Brenda's having a baby. Is that it? Or is Brenda the mama of the one having the baby? Mary, not Mary, you're too brutal. You're too brutal, I can tell. Somebody's having a fruit cup. All right, your niece has cancer. I did not see her name. Brenda is the grandma. Okay, Brenda is the grandma of the one having the baby. Okay. So remember Brenda's granddaughter. Yeah. Vicks Vapor Rub and a blue cap. All righty. Erica's having a baby. Okay, Erica, pray for Erica. She's having a baby. Okay, we got it now. Beans and cornbread. And I got sent some cornbread too. I'm saving that cornbread for when we have cornbread on a Sunday dinner. That's the cornbread I'm going to make. And I'll let everybody know this cornbread was sent to us. And I'll put my little special touch to it. A little bacon grease. No. No, that's okay. If you nibble, sweetie, that's good. I go for a nibble. Or a bite, if you don't leave marks. Yeah, cornbread already made. Okay, that's a good way to go. That's the way to go. One morning, and I keep saying this, but I've actually laid everything out. It's all laid out, so I know I'm getting closer to doing it. I'm gonna go out in my kitchen one morning, and I'm gonna make some biscuits and make my breakfast out there one morning. And I told G, I said I'm gonna do that one morning, and I'll put on a video. And she said, "What are you gonna cook?" And I said, "Well, I'll do some biscuits and you know what I'm thinking about doing? I may compare the time it takes to make biscuits in that little regular little oven, and then compare it with the time it takes to make it on an old wood cook stove. Would that be interesting? I think it would be, because we all like the old days. We do. At least I do. Simon, don't get no trouble. But technology has really made it easier on us, you know. It truly has. You know, the old timers, I remember my old grandmother. I heard my grandpa get up and she'd start that old fire in the old wood cook stove. And you gotta let it heat up. You know, it's gotta heat up. And then put your food on it, or make your biscuits or whatever she's making, you know, and put it in the oven. All that time, it takes time to heat up. That wood has to burn to heat that old stove up. Where nowadays, you guys with these stoves and stuff, you just punch a button or two or a knob or two, and it's hot. You know, it's ready to go. So 10 or 15 minutes of homemade biscuits. I'm just wondering if you, from start to finish, the time on an old wood cook stove. Yeah, 15 minutes, yeah, I'm sure in a regular stove, easy. But that wood cook stove, I bet it takes that long, if not longer, just to heat the stove up. Then you still got cooking time, you know. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. The first morning I can just get up and get out there and do it. It won't be on a live, I don't think. We could do it on live. I don't think I can get good enough signal out there to do a live, or I'd do it on a live. It'd be kind of fun. But I don't get that kind of a signal, I think. I tried a live out there once, and we lost connection. And we don't have to do that and have to start over, you know. So we just have to put on a video. Anyway, I've told y'all my week's work. I got a ton of stuff. I got to also go down to the cemetery today and see what needs to be done down there. My sister's going to have a graveside service on the 21st. And I've got to make sure the cemetery is up to par, everything's cleaned up. I don't think it's going to be needing mowing, and there ain't no grass, but if it does, I'll go down and mow it. So I got a lot of things in the fire, you might say, this week. A lot of stuff going on. I got that project of Dorothy sent me. Yeah, I need to get that done. I might do that first. I've got put that trike together this week because they go on vacation next week. I've got to get a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of stuff to do. And the cemetery and all this stuff. I'll get it done. I just take my time. Be 79 there. That's almost 80 degrees. You know what? Seriously, this weather start getting like this. I saw a buddy and Steph already wanted to start their garden. Yeah, it makes me want to get out there too and start I've got to move some soil from my garden to these raised beds. And that's another thing I've got to get done. I make a list, and I got to put up some trim in the house. G and I are going to put up some trim. A lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff. And I have to have my brakes. Yeah. Got to move them chickens. Got to build that, do some improvement on that little chicken house. You take care of the cemetery. Lester, when Lester lived over there next to the sanctuary, that cemetery stayed in top shape. I mean, he kept that thing mowed and manicured, you might say, every you go in there any time. Since he's moved, I think Joanne is taking that over, and she does a good job, and she doesn't complain about it. But I'm going to go down and make sure it's all up to snuff, today or tomorrow. I need to go today and see what I need to do. Anyway, guys, we're getting kind of close on our time. Good morning, Linda. Sorry you're late. Well, yeah, you're late, baby. You're late. Better late than ever. Glad to have you here, sweetie. Rebecca says her phone is updating. Well, that happens. Sometimes you're right in the middle of something, it'll start that stuff. All I know is he stays busy with it, don't he? He stays busy keeping all that stuff up. Don't do too much. I ain't gonna do too much. I don't ever do too much, yeah, but I take my time. I'm slow. I don't get around fast, but just give me time, I'll get it done. And I do take a lot of breaks. Dan says you can come home, we can see where Dad worked. There'll be a chair. Somewhere there's a chair. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I know when I had my garden out there, and I'm gonna put some cucumbers back out there this year, out there in my old garden space. Once we get that hay out of there, I'm going to put at least one row of cucumbers, maybe nothing else. Everything else will be around here, but I am going to put one row of cucumbers out there. I've got to have some pickles. But anyway, there's nothing better than working in your garden. You got a chair. And I can see it in my mind so plain. I'd be out there working in that garden. Heidi would be right there with me, and laying in that cool soil. And old Mama Cat, if y'all remember old Mama Cat, it's passed away here recently. Old cat. She'd come out there every day, and she'd lay out there too. There was three. I in my chair, and him knew I'd lay it out. I'd get up, work a little bit, and sit down. I enjoyed it so much, just sitting there and looking around at God's creations, and enjoying it. Anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm getting ready to sign off too there, Betsy Lou. We got to get out of here. It's 58 minutes. Time, hour passes fast, don't it? I think it does. I think it passes fast. And don't want to leave nobody out. Try to get everybody on the prayer list. Sometimes we don't get them all on there, but we try. Yeah, my old garden. I love that garden. And I'm going to be back out there this year. Like I said, I may only do one row of cucumbers, but I'm going to do a row of cucumbers. And you sit out there in a place like that and relax, just look around, and the birds are singing. It's just very relaxing, very relaxing. And enjoy what God's provided. Cowboy Feed Store, awesome place to go. It really is. See you later, Shelley. Yeah, I've been going to that feed store, guys, I started that feed store back when it wasn't even located at that same location. Larry and I used to go there and get feed, and even before Ralph came. Then when Ralph come, And I've been with Ralph ever since. And then Ralph's on his third owner. No, Tim, you can't beat Tim. He's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. But that's the last owners. They were great people too, before that flood got them. But Tim's awesome. And that little store has come on so far. It has done so well. All right, guys, I got to go. And they do so well because of those guys that are there. You got Ralph that knows everything, and all the people around here knows what everybody needs. You got Tim that's willing to do anything necessary to make it a success. And you got Rudy that works for him. Rudy, you can't beat Rudy. So you got good people there. And so yeah, I love that place. And I'm the first one in this family that ever went there, and I've been going there for years. And now Kim goes, and Dan goes, Bree goes, and I think Lester's went now. And so I was the first. What did now I'm gonna close off. What did on old brother Wart there? What did old boy call himself? Paraphrase or something like that. Whatever he was. That's me. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great day. God bless you. See you back here on Wednesday. If you're new, welcome. Don't come back and see us. We love you.